Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So in today's video, I'm going to be doing a lot of meal prepping. I don't know if I would actually call it meal prepping, but I just have a lot of ingredients that I need to prep for the week, just to, make my life easier this week and just make sure that my food is lasting. Along with that, I'm gonna be doing a little bit of baking. I'm gonna be showing some kids snacks and how I proportion that for my kids. I do have two kids. I have a 2-year-old, her name is Brystal, and then I have a 5-year-old, his name is Liam. I am a working mom. I work in an eye doctor's office, and I am working 3 days a week right now. With the pandemic and everything going on. So I am still working, so I'm trying to make my life as easy as possible. So I probably won't show you my list because I don't know how much I'm actually gonna get done, but there is a few things that I do need to get done. So I will just take you along and share my day with you. So let's just go ahead and get started. Okay, so we are going to go ahead and get started with prepping my kids' snacks. Over the last few weeks, I have bought quite a few snacks and my kids just aren't eating them, mainly because they're not easily accessible to them. So that is what I'm doing here. I am just dividing everything up to where they can just go in and grab a little small plastic bag to be able to have a snack whenever they need it. Of course, they ask for it, but it's just so much easier for them to be independent, and I like to teach them independence. So we're just gonna back up everything right now. Also, I wanted to mention that I do realize that cookies and peanut butter crackers is not the healthiest, but my kids do have fruits and vegetables as well, and portion control is everything. So I did just want to mention that. I'm curious what you guys like to give your kids for snacks. My kids like cookies and chips and stuff like that, but whenever I'm at the grocery store, I do try to introduce something different so that they can try new things, and at least I'm trying to get some healthier stuff into them. My kids are so picky, so it is really hard to get something that they like, and I will tell you, it's been about a week and this whole snack bin is still almost completely full. They have blown through most of the Cheetos, but everything else is still in there, so it is a struggle to get my kids to eat anything, let alone anything semi-healthy. So recently I did reorganize my kitchen, and I got these little bins at the Dollar Tree. Thankfully my Dollar Tree had white ones, so I was really happy about that. But I am just switching out the fruit snacks and putting them in one of these little flip-top containers, and then I'm going to be putting everything in the little white bin. My kids know that is their bin. But I wanted to tell you that I found these freeze-dried apple slices at the Dollar Tree, and my daughter actually really does like these, and most of the freeze-dried fruit that I have had is super sour, and these are not bad at all. So now we are just moving on to the Cheetos. Like I said before, I do proportion these out so that my kids have portion control, but my son actually requested Cheetos. He does love these, but I do not buy them all the time because of how unhealthy that they are, but he asked for them, so I did want to treat him. So here is everything that I prepped for my kids, and this should last us for quite some time. Next, I'm just going to move on to the fridge. There were a few ingredients that I needed to take out of their original bags and put into freezer bags. So I'm starting out with the carrots. I'm just moving it into a freezer bag. It just helps it last a little bit longer. And also I am adding just a little bit of water because carrots last longer if they are moist. I'm sorry if you hate that word, but it doesn't bother me. And then I'm going to work on the apples and the salad. I'm basically just transferring everything. I'm writing the expiration dates on the bags and the date that I bagged them up. With my salad, I actually just bought a salad spinner, so I'm excited to be able to use that to actually wash my salad. But a little trick to help it last a little bit longer is just put a paper towel in the bottom of it to soak up any water that it will, make throughout the week. And this does make it last longer. And then I am just transferring the apples into a freezer bag once again, and I'm going to add just a little bit of lemon juice to it to make the apples last a little bit longer. I actually did not mean to buy this big old thing of apples. I thought that it was a lot smaller, but that's what they gave me. So now I am working on some homemade ranch dressing. I'm just using the pack, following the instructions on the back. I do like to use my magic bullet to mix this up because it is a powder and I don't like chunks of powder in anything. So my magic bullet really helps with that. And I am using the olive oil mayonnaise just to try and make things a little bit healthier. But honestly, I do not like it. I don't know if it's the brand that I got or if it's all olive oil mayonnaise, but it is just a little bit sweet. So I don't know what that's about. And then I'm just showing you that I got this squeeze bottle at the Dollar Tree. So next we are moving on to some onions. I had some onions that were getting ready to go bad in my fridge, so I am just going to cut those up and put them in the freezer, and I'll just take them out as I need them. I was really struggling with this. I think like I have some sort of allergy to onions or something, because when I'm cutting, the fumes, if they get in my eyes, I cannot open my eyes and my face gets all puffy, and I start to get really super dizzy. So I have to take a minute and step away. But I'm just using this onion chopper. I think it's called the Euro chopper. I found it at a yard sale for $1 and I love it. It works well enough, so it makes things faster for me because of not being able to stand over onions for so long. So here I am just transferring some marinara sauce that I had made the day before. I do have a What's for Dinner coming out, so stay tuned for that, where I share this recipe with you. But I am just going to freeze this, and then we will have it for the next time that we need marinara. Also, I had just a little bit left, so I wanted to make up a bowl for my father-in-law. He loves to get our leftovers, so that is what I'm doing here. And I did find these containers at the Dollar Tree. They come in a 2-pack, and I got 2 of the 2 packs, and they did freeze really well. And then just a random little clip of me refilling my soap dispenser. I've been using this oil bottle. I don't remember what it's actually called, but you just put oil in it and then use it to cook. But I like using it for my dish soap. I just think it looks really pretty on the counter. And then I'm going to move on to boiling some eggs. I'm just filling up the water and then adding about a tablespoon of baking soda. I have heard that this helps the shell come off easier, but I will tell you that it did not work. And here I am just making some tuna salad. Once again, stay tuned for my What's for Dinner because I will be sharing the recipe in full on that video. So now I'm getting started on some red velvet cupcakes for the girls at work. It's kind of been a rough couple weeks for all of us, just like mentally, and one of the girls at work actually just had a miscarriage, so I sympathize with her really, really hard because I've had 3 myself. So I don't know, I just felt like I needed to do something for the girls at work to lift our spirits, so that is what I'm doing. I did add some chocolate chips to the mixture and it turned out really good. This whole mixture made, well, 2 batches of 12, so 24, and then a whole nother batch of 6, I believe. So it made quite a bit. I could have made them a little bit bigger, but I didn't want to get them too big. So now I am just working on my almond clusters. I had this big old bag of almonds that I bought a while ago, and I needed to use them up. I needed to find something to do with them. I was going to put them on salads, but they are not salted, so I don't like almonds that are not salted. So I just picked up some almond bark, and I'm just going to make some almond clusters to bring to work as well, and everybody at work loved these too. So now I'm just going to ice my cupcakes. I'm using the cream cheese frosting, and I mix it up really, really well. That is the trick to keep it nice and fluffy, just to make sure you mix it really well. And then I don't have a piping bag or anything, so I just used a plastic bag and it worked just fine. So now I'm gonna get started on my breakfast prep for the week. If you guys have been watching me for a while, you know that I do this every week, and it helps me so much. So I'm just gonna scramble up 12 eggs. I do 3 eggs a day, and then 2 pieces of sausage for each day. I love the Great Value sausage links. They really just taste like such high quality, and I will continue to buy those over and over again. So I'm just cracking these 12 eggs. I'm going to add a splash of milk. It helps the eggs be a little bit fluffier, and then season with salt and pepper. For my sausage, I do thaw these out in the microwave before I actually put them in the pan, because I do like to brown them, but I don't want to spend a ton of time cooking them because they are frozen. And it works just perfectly because, of course, you have to heat them up whenever you want to make them in the morning, and I just love doing it this way. So if you guys have been watching me for a while, or if you are new to my channel, either one, I have been trying some new things with my channel. I have been, exploring with new music and finding different angles and new thumbnails and just trying to kind of find my vibe and see what works for me, what I'm really liking. I love doing YouTube. It really just brings out the creative side of me that I really never knew that I had. So it's really become something that I am just so passionate about. But I am always open to suggestions and requests and any sort of criticism that you guys have. I am always open to that. So just leave me a comment down below and let me know what you are thinking. So thank you guys so much for watching today's meal prep. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to share it with your friends. If you're new here, please subscribe. Other than that, I will see you in my next one. Bye guys.